Hello guys, I'm Kiri, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about Ford Escort RS Cosworth, and we're gonna find out why this is one of the most successful Ford rally car, even without winning the World Rally Championship. Now, the car in front of us is a rally version homologation special, and many people saying is based on the Mark V Ford Escort, but actually no. The chassis is from Ford Sierra Cosworth. We're gonna mention this little bit later. But before to talk about this car, let's check back the history, how this car is came. Everyone knows Ford is American brand. It's founded in 1903 by Henry Ford, and today is one of the largest 5 car makers in the world. There is a separate division, Ford Europe, which operates only in Europe and developing European spec cars. In some time, 1960s even early, Ford get involved very seriously into the motorsport. Ford engines being used in Formula 1 and was the engine with most Formula 1 wins. The top moment was when they won Le Mans. Ford was a bit jealous from Ferrari, the best endurance car at that time, because Ford said, what is the best advertised than to win Le Mans? So they tried to buy Ferrari, but they were rejected from the man himself, the Commendatore Enzo Ferrari. Then Ford decided to build his own winning Le Mans car. And they did. Ford won 4 times in a row from 1966 to 1969. And this was the biggest advertised ever for the company. But Ford didn't stop here. They went even further, approaching the rally motorsport. Now, to be the best in Formula 1, to be the best at Le Mans, and to have a winning rally car, what more you can achieve? And because of that, Ford became one of the most popular, always been, but now even more, car in the world. The people just wanted to buy Ford. The company was doing very good not only in America, but in Europe as well, with the European division. Actually, they had factory in different continents as well. So for Ford, the motorsport was very important. Because we need to talk about the Mark V Ford Escort RS Cosworth, that's why we need to give more attention to the European division, or well known as a Ford Europe. Mark V Ford Escort RS Cosworth was based, we said before, on the normal road version Ford Escort Mark V. Actually, the chassis was from Ford Sierra, which came in 1991. But the Escort model Ford presented for the first time in 1967. This was Mark I. Then came Mark II, Mark III, Mark IV, of course Mark V. The last one was Mark VI. Anyway, from Mark I, Ford always had a racing rally car. The most famous, of course, Mexico and RS 1600, driven by Hannu Mikula and Roger Clark. This car won many rallies from the beginning, late 60s, through all 1970s. Then was replaced by Escort Mark II in 1974. This car was in production to 1980. Again, very successful rally car with many victories, very famous RS 1800 and RS 2000 rally cars. In 1979, Ford Escort won the World Rally Championship with drivers Björn Vaudegard, Hannu Mikula and Ari Vatanen. Björn Vaudegard even was the champion. Then, in 1981, Ari Vatanen won the driver's title again at the wheel at an RS 1800. Then came the Mark III in 1980. But this was the first front-wheel drive Escort and wasn't successful rally car. Ford tried to build a 4x4 wheel drive Escort Mark III, but was a fail. Then they built the RS 200 Group B rally car, because from that time the era of the 4x4 cars just arrived, and from that moment all rally cars, all winning rally cars actually, they been 4x4. But very soon FIA closed Group B because it was very dangerous, so RS 200 went in the skip. Then Ford came with the Sierra Cosworth 4x4, which was very good rally car, but not enough to win the World Rally Championship. The Sierra Cosworth rally car was in use from 1987 till 1992. because in 1992 arrived the car in front of us, the new Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Now, this car was built only in Germany from 1992 to 1996 and was used as a rally car from 1993 till 1998. The name of the rally car was Ford Escort WRC. We're gonna say what this car did at the Rally Championship, but before that we have to talk about the car in front of us, actually, which is Ford Escort RS Cosworth. We said it's from the Mark V road version 1991 Ford Escort, but RS Cosworth came a year later in 1992. Ford needed this car to homologate the WRC model, and for the homologation they needed 2,500 cars to be built, and they built them very quick, just for 1 year, to the end of 1992. Straight this car became a legend. All the Ford dealers were asking for more cars because, very simply, many people wanted to buy the car. So on the end, Ford built another 4,645 cars, which makes in total 7,145 cars Ford Escort RS Cosworth from 1992 to 1996. This car is really very special car. Ford used the Sierra Cosworth 4x4 chassis, engine and gearbox, but with the Escort look, body and panels. The car is front longitudinally, 4-cylinder inline engine, 1993cc, 4-wheel drive, 5-speed gearbox with massive Garrett turbocharger, and a 2-liter engine, because on that time the FIA rule was, for Group A actually, was maximum 2-liter engine. So as a homologation car, this need to be done by the rules. So the most important part of the car is the engine. Everyone knows the same was prepared by Cosworth and was very strongly made and highly tunable. The original power of the Ford Escort RS Cosworth was just 227 horsepower. We said just because some tuning companies, they extracted from this Cosworth engine over 1000 horsepower. Imagine what that is. The other very cool factor was the bodywork. With this very large and recognizable whale-tail rear spoiler, extended wheel arches, grills on the bonnet, front spoiler, and very distinctive alloy wheels, 16 by the way, with tires 225/45/16. And of course, don't forget the all-wheel drive system, which gives the car amazing performance and stability. Talking about performance, we set 227 horsepower and 304 Newton meters of torque at 6,250 RPM. The car achieved maximum speed at 232 km per hour or 144 miles per hour. Acceleration from 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 km per hour, just 5.7 seconds. Maybe some will say 232 km per hour or 144 miles per hour is not big number, but hey, this car is not designed for high speed. The main point is rally performance, which means super acceleration, very powerful brakes, perfect handling and stability, amazing chassis and suspension. So this was the important thing of this car. The curb weight is between 1,275 and 1,310 kilograms. Wheelbase is just over 2 meter 550 millimeters. The car is long just over 4 meter and 200 millimeters. Is wide 1 meter 740 millimeters and is high just over 1 meter and 400 millimeters. The aerodynamic was brilliant for car built 30 years ago. Especially with high speed, the downforce was so big and the car just stayed on the road like in the rail. But now let's say something about the rally car. Derived actually from this car, the Ford Escort WRC. We said in the beginning was one of the best Ford rally car, even without winning the World Rally Championship, but it did win 8 rallies between 1993 to 1996. They started very good the first season, 1993, second and third in Monte Carlo. By the way, Ford, they were leading up to the final stage, but then for the same 1993 season, actually Ford Escort won 5 events: Rally Portugal, Tour de Corse, Acropolis, Sanremo, and Rally Catalunya. But this wasn't enough to win the World Rally Championship. Then, next season, 1994, they won only 2 rallies, 95 no wins, 96 only 1 win, and in 97 2 wins, Acropolis and Rally Indonesia. So the most notable drivers winning rallies with Ford Escort WRC are François Delecour, Miki Biasion, Tommy Mäkinen, Carlos Sainz, and Franco Cunico. So this is just for this amazing car, Ford Escort WRC. Was really great rally car. So it's based on the Ford Escort RS Cosworth, the car in front of us, which is just amazing. Just have a look at the forms of the car. Every angle of this car looks just fantastic, just amazing. The front side is very aggressive with this massive spoiler. Also the wings there, the car is much more wider than the normal Ford Escort. Big wheels, big brakes, massive spoiler on the back. From every angle the car looks very rally car. So guys, I hope you liked the video about this Ford Escort RS Cosworth 1992 model. If you like, please subscribe my channel and see you next time guys. Bye!